We service an area about 103 square miles with a population of around 2,000 during our off season. During our summer season, we're probably around 40 to 45,000. We average 3.5 EMS calls and 1.5 fire calls a day. You know, for our area, we're probably one of the busiest. And right now, there's 3 of us on the daytime. We have such a rural area where there's no fire hydrants, so we need to take as much water as we can to the scene, and that's why when we design it, we have to take into consideration the amount of water that we use. Now, with the shortage of manpower too, the vehicle has to do more work because we don't have the manpower available.
They challenged me to something that I'd never been challenged to before, where they were replacing a pumper tanker, and they also wanted to possibly have aerial capability with that same truck. I like challenges, and I like building things the way the customer wants it. That's one of the big goals of Rosenbauer, is to build what the customer needs. With an aerial, you normally have up to 500 gallons of water. This truck has 2,000 gallons of water. And to put an aerial device on a pumper tanker, that's never been done before either. The bottom line is we built them exactly what they're asking for, and it's a very unique piece. No truck like this has ever been built to this day. So just the combination of those pieces made it so very, very unique.
As you see, we went with all roll-up doors on the side. Due to our climate where we have winters with snow and ice and salt, we went with a look to keep all our stuff inside. In this cabinet here, we have the intake, 5-inch intake, and a 4-inch LDH outlet. All inside. This comes off and goes onto there. It's easy access. It also has another we call a trash line for small fires, things of that sort. Here we still have the roll-up door. We tried to use every inch of space we could. We put our hard suction strainer here on the ramp for the outriggers. As you can see down here, the outriggers actually come out of that pocket. So with that, losing that little bit of space, we utilize this by mounting that on that build out. This is a pull-out tray, has all our fire extinguishers on it, pump cans, fire extinguishers. So we have the purple K, we have everything right there. Easy convenience for the firefighter. On the shelves then, we put the shelves in. These are stationary shelves. We have what we call our high-rise packs on there. And miscellaneous tools up above. These are wall one. It's one complete thing with 2 separate doors. We have all our saws and things of that sort on a tray too. Pull out, easy access for the firefighters to get those tools and be able to use them on a call. In this compartment here, we try to keep our ladders all built inside, keep out of the weather also. A lot of have them hanging outside. We found that to keep them dry and clean actually serves a better purpose for the ladder and extends the life of it because it doesn't rot off the ropes and things, that lanyard rope that keeps the ladder in place once you raise it. And then in this one, it's the override controls for the elevated waterway and ladder. If something would malfunction, we can work it off of here. This is called the Easy Climb Ladder. It folds down. Firefighters can go up to get on the elevated waterway and or pull hose off the top of the truck. And back in this compartment here, which as you can see, it's a very large cabinet. Again, the space is very crucial. We put a cord reel with 250 foot of cord on it and an outlet that goes along with it. We have our hydrant bag here, and we have 5-inch hose. Again, utilizing this console for the outrigger pad to put our tools on. As you can see, there's a build out for the pocket for where the ladder frame is on the inside. So we custom built these pull out trays to utilize more space. We cut this apart out and so it slide back in underneath there. Otherwise we wouldn't have been able to use that space for anything other than, you know, small stuff like that. And I think this what we're getting to here is probably the most unique feature of this vehicle is, as you know, most fire trucks on the outside, the pump panels are down on the, off the ground. The pump operator stands on the ground. We decided to put ours up on the curbside for the safety of the pump operator. So it has a step which rolls out, folds down. The pump operator then opens the door, can climb up in here It keeps the pump operator off the ground in case this would touch electrical, get electrical charge. The tires on the truck now actually the ground, so if the pump operator is off the ground, he becomes the ground if he touches the truck, if it's energized. So that was a safety feature that we had built in. Conventionally, most pump panels are on the driver's side, and then we decided to go with a side mount. This is called a side mount, and to keep the operator off the street, up out of the way, so there's no potential of getting hit by a car or whatever. When you're standing on street side, you're always out into the traffic area, so it's not very safe. And then it makes sense because now if he's on the other side of the truck, standing there, he can't see what's going on. And now the view is here, he can see everything that's going on. Even though his back sometimes is to it, he can, it's still sideways, he can look and still see it. And we also have the joystick to run the elevated waterway and ladder from here. Also, it comes with a remote, so you can stand on the ground and go, stand, so you can put that nozzle right where you want it. It gives you an opportunity to be 500 away from the vehicle, and it is an exclusive Rosenbauer option for all, I believe, all their ladders and waterways. The most important thing to me is the custom and building things to us, not a cookie cutter. And we go to you and say, the manufacturer tells you what we can provide for you. I want that. What we want is, okay, we need this to work for us. Can you make that work? And I think that's what Doug's expertise, being in the fire service, and Jefferson and Rosenbauer be coming together, that versatility to get you what you want. And the customer is always right, big attitude and family, hey, we'll get it done for you if we can. And that's why we continue to work with them, and I'll probably will as long as I'm here.